these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. It's Crawford on the wing. Burke covering. Smith dishes to Redick. Johnson for three. That is good. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Utah's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Well, guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
And Redick kicks to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Clippers leading by 4. Redick is in the corner. Burks with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Burks leading the charge.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And the Jazz call time here. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Jazz trail by 5. Feeds it to Burks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Burke the pass to Hayward. Burke dishes to Burks. Goes up to the stripe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. That's now 8 points for Trey Burke.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Smith wide open. He fires. And the three off target. Jazz have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Exum, he's checked in for Utah.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Griffin, and that one's good. Burke's got 7 now in this quarter.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Navarro. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Utah trailing here.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Here's Navarro, and he's good on the 3-ball. Jay's got 35.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Burks kicks to Favors. Fades. Great D that time from Griffin.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Burks. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jazz have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. They set the pick. Here's Exum, and it's blocked. Now the Clippers moving it up. The shot misses. And it's Utah the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Out to the right wing. Shot from 12. Lyles no good. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Navarro. The putback. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
And Paul over to help. And so here are the Clippers. The pass to Navarro. Shoots the 3. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
A nice shot by Booker.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's 13 points for Clutch. Passes it to Lyles. And here's Exum. 14 points for him. Burks the pass to Lyles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lyles got 8.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Clippers leading by 7. Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Good checked in for Alec Burks. A second chance effort. And the layup falls. And that's 15 points for Clutch.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And Utah has possession. 9-point game. Lyles passes to Hood. He kicks it to Exum. Connects from three-point range. Exum's got 17 now.
And guys, with Lyles playing out of position can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, he didn't get to play in his comfort zone and put up big numbers, but his skill set grew from the minutes he had to spend outside of that comfort zone.
Here's Navarro. Sinks the triple. Clutch has got 11 points here in just the second half. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Tell you what I like about Lyles is that he has a bit of an old man game about him. He's an old head, plays within himself, good at every small intangible thing on the court, just has a real nice feel for how to play.
Exum with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Exum's shot is off.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Clippers call time here. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs
right
if they were in the East.
And Utah making a change here. Hayward's checked in.
You know, for the Jazz, you mentioned the post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Navarro, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Jazz trail by 11. There's the pick. Hayward outside. He dishes it to Hood. Here's Booker. He has 6. Another miss by Utah.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Hayward outside. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Burks, he's checked in for Utah.
Substitution for Jazz. Alec Burks.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 17. Shot clock at 6. To stop the run. And Griffin sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They lead by 13. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter.